I'm trying like a new thing. I don't think that's it. Welcome in, everybody. It's me, Decaf Jedi. So glad you're here because tonight we're here with the finale of Telltale Games. Back to the Future, the game. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. That's not it. Yeah, it's just a new, thank you so much for the follow. That's just a new demo of what might be the new thing. I don't think that's it. I was going for like, a West Side Story kind of thing, but I don't think I pulled it off. But that's why we experiment. But yeah, it's me, Decaf Jedi, a street walking cheetah with a heart full of napalm. And we're back with the Back to the Future finale. And I can't wait to wrap this one up. I've been having a good time with this one. So yeah, we should be in the final episode out of time, just like the license plate. And we're going to get to the bottom of this. That's right, Shamath Boy, West Virginia side story. I wonder what the two rival groups would be here in West Virginia. Maybe like the Mothmen versus the, oh goodness. I'll have to think on that one. Give me... the Mothman versus the Biscuit Worlders would be what we'd have here in West Virginia. But welcome in, folks. So glad to see you. Good to see you, Fit, Seabid. There's Grayson. Howdy, Grayson. Ricky, great to see you. Shamath Boy, always a pleasure. And thank you again for the follow, 115 TF2. I hope that's Team Fortress 2. But yeah, how's everybody doing? It's been a good Monday here. Had a fairly productive day, which isn't always the case on a Monday. And then tomorrow is very exciting. I'm very pumped for this. First, we have a snow schedule already in place for my daughter's school in the morning. And even though I'm only getting to live through a snow schedule vicariously, just the excitement and sort of unbridled optimism that comes along with the snow schedule is just the best thing ever. Oh wow, the hurricane tornadoes versus the fat patties. I'll take that too. Those sound like very local references. But we've got, oh, thank you for the hydrate. But we've got nothing but excitement in store. So snow schedule tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to see a production of Book of Mormon that's visiting town for the evening. So that's going to be fun too. Can't wait to jump in on that. Hey, thank you. Anytime I can be in Adidas and look like some sort of Russian mobster flunky, that is always my preference. So I'll take a tracksuit any day. But I feel like we could be stalling here. And not Stalin, like I was just saying, Russian flunky, but rather taking too long to get to the game. So I say we jump straight into that. What do y'all think? Ooh, it does have Biff vibes. Oh no, I just accidentally did Biff cosplay. Oh man. Think, Morissette, think. Oh, all right, let's jump into the game. So when last we left off, we had accidentally oopsie-doopsie created a dystopian future run by Edna Strickland, who was basically using Doc Brown as a front to control the minds of everyone in Hill Valley with the intent to spread her evil influence around the world. We set Emmett back on the right track, but now the question is, have we fixed the future? What's going to happen next? So I say we find out together. This is episode 5, Out of Time. Yeah, show the goals, please. Can't believe I did accidental Biff cosplay. OUTATIME. Ouya time. They're going to try a short-lived console here. It has to be actual time travel. I mean, there's very little time travel in these. It's remarkable how few puzzles are solved through time travel. That's a real choice. Like in the last episode, we had to age some stuff by seeing it through time. But generally speaking, time travel has not been the solution to our puzzles. It is a shame that Telltale games are out of business. I would love to see some of the original team take another crack at some of these games.
Marty, you're awake. Good.
Doc. Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
You know, you really should try to work things out with your dad. If you give him a chance, he might just surprise you.
I'll keep that under advisement. But first, I need you to perform an important mission.
Ooh, a mission.
On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah. Is that good?
Good. It's fantastic. Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn.
What?
It's Edna.
But...
Oh yeah, future Doc
Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up.
has teamed up with Edna, I guess, right? How'd Telltale fall into such an eclectic mix of IPs? It's got to be availability 99% of it, right? Uh-oh, here's
Jeez,
Butler Doc Brown.
Watch out, you almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Where have you been all night?
I've been driving around, looking up old friends, thinking things over.
Okay.
I don't
So
trust
is
this
that
evil
what I'm
Doc.
destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all.
Ooh,
He just
creepy
needed
wall.
a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Mhm.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
Well, technically, I think it might have been Marty.
Even if you screw up Emmett's chances at the expo, there's no way he'll give up science now. He's too committed.
He's doing
You don't
science.
know me like I do. After he fails at the expo, he'll be in need of comfort. And Edna's already arranged a romantic little trip up to the lake.
Like the one we were going to take with Jennifer? He said on the science. Science, not even once. The science gets done and you make a neat gun.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Her crazier ambitions. Just her regular baseline level of crazy will be all she's able to implement.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure, Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No.
So I guess old Doc wants to blind young Doc to science rather than with science. I blinded him to science. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Now he hates the science.
What the hell? Where'd it go?
Where did it go? Where'd it go? Hey, there it is. I found it. Game over.
Oh,
Oh,
come
wow.
on. Here, little static thingy.
This feels like some pretty revolutionary technology for 1931. Emmett really does have a gift. I guess seeing a Marty jumping for it, that would really make my day. That's where a pigeon picks it up,
I
yes.
can't reach it.
You can't reach it. That's true. Michael J. Fox is quite short of stature. I climb the lamppost. Do a singing in the rain here.
I can't reach it.
True.
Gotcha.
Aw, beans. Aw, this is how Marty dies. How's it going, Tom? Good to see you, by the way. I think I missed you earlier in the welcomes. Ricky, I like it.
The future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around
Enlightenment
the
under the
you'll
sea.
see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true.
It's a big daddy.
There's a world of wondrous wonder on display. Because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her. I found a loophole.
Hey,
Kind of
Metalli.
loophole.
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right, all right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
It's Techne, the muse of progress. Find Emmett's booth and deliver the static accumulator. You know, I'm not sure, Shymoth Boy. I noticed Lev Grossman's name there, too.
Hey, Artie,
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
the expo? Sure, but I was wondering. Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
You ought to know.
You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
You
See
see
you around.
very well. Things look peaceful. I'm not quite as well.
And here he comes.
That's an old family
right
song.
On cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Crockett.
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
Ooh. Well, no way to get around that.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
I like the voice acting for Edna. I think it's a good performance.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Sonny Crockett really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Sonny?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Man, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a
In Soviet Russia, the future goes back to you.
choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here.
Oh, we're gonna get Red scared right out of here.
Here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Officer
Isn't there
tanks.
anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well,
I'll pin a murder on
Dig
her.
something up.
you do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
Oh, correct police procedure if you want to survive. Yes, hopefully, Ricky, this guy went to the, Officer Parker went to the Jim Walls School of Proper Policing.
Insert ticket to enter.
Classic ticket scenario.
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Oh, it's Big Daddy.
Awaits you under the sea.
Go back to Rapture, you jerk. Where's your drill hand?
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
A distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
House of Glass?
Thanks.
Oh, uh-oh, we have an important redemption. Tom has offered me a choice. Artificial intelligence here. This is where we feed a user-generated prompt into the Midjourney AI art-generating robot, and we see what it produces. So, let's see. We have a choice of 1993 Back to the Future PT Cruiser or Accidental Biff cosplay. Let's see what we get with the first one, because I'd like to see this. We've mentioned before that if Back to the Future took place today, obviously you wouldn't have a DeLorean as the time-traveling vehicle. And I made the case that a PT Cruiser would be the perfect weird car out of time. So let's see what happens. If we do a Back to the Future PT Cruiser. Okay, so I'm plugging it into Midjourney. I'm telling it to get started. And in just a few minutes, we will generate this original art created entirely by a team of robots working tirelessly around the clock. And once we have it, I'll share it here on stream. Let's see, what are other people redeeming? Goddess Venus, painted by John William Waterhouse. It's a lovely picture. Here's someone that's doing a cool, fresh way to do full screen text graphics. How about an astronaut on a surfboard in outer space? A beautiful lo-fi bald man stuck in a time loop. That's a pretty good one. A beautiful lo-fi bald man stuck in a time loop. Just some of the terrific prompts currently being fed into. Oh man. Okay. I don't have the finished results yet, but I'm feeling pretty good at what I see so far. I think we're going to get at least one very good result out of this. Everyone, okay, we've got it. So the idea here is, what if Back to the Future is remade today? Instead of traveling back to 1955, they're traveling back to 1993, which is period appropriate. And instead of a DeLorean, in this version that's fit for the future, we have a PT Cruiser traveling through time. So here we are in 1, 2, 3. Get ready. There it is. These are time-traveling PT Cruisers. And I'll be honest, At least a couple of them look a little bit more like Volkswagen Bugs to me, but I'm still very much here for it. I think the best one is, for me, is lower left-hand corner. I mean, yeah, the AI did pretty well, though. That's not bad. A pretty temporal cruiser. Yes, thank you, Fit. And thank you, Tom, for redeeming that. That's very good. It does look more like a bug, especially the first couple up there. Really all but the lower left-hand corner. Even the lower left-hand corner doesn't quite look like a PT Cruiser. But interestingly, I think the lower left-hand corner did get the Back to the Future aesthetic somewhat. Like, it's pretty good, though. I'm happy with it. Thank you. It's Herbie the time-traveling bug. Thank you for redeeming that, Tom, because that's good stuff. Oh, no, I accidentally degauzed the stream. Oh, that's a rookie mistake. I gave one of those away for free. There we go. Now we can get you left in the quantum accelerator. The bottom right was wearing a backwards hat. You're not wrong.
Forward.
Hi, Trixie.
That's Techni
Oh,
you, kiddo.
thank you, O-Nose.
Right. Congratulations.
Here, I'm just going to give us a bonus one for good measure. There we go. That'll get rid of all the static. Thank you, though.
On getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
Look, Trixie, I found Emmett. He's in the glass house with Doc, Carl Sagan.
Oh, good. That's nice.
We've got to get him out of there.
Aren't you being a little dramatic? It's an exhibit, not a prison.
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
No.
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire
Hey, Scrub
people.
J.
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away.
Oh, I really like that.
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
I feel like you could get Sarah from Adventure Tuesday straight into this role as Trixie, and she would absolutely nail it. I feel like this is a Sarah character all the way.
Already told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still,
Yeah.
I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Now, can you please leave me...
Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV.
Oh, man. People used to love pictures of horses.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
Talking
It's a
flowers.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
I like it. Steal it, Marty. Steal it. That's an inventory item if I've ever seen one.
Don't walk off with the recording plant. It's the only one I got.
Hit him over the head with it, Marty. This timeline will be rewritten. There's no such thing as immoral action.
Shh, he's approaching.
All is permitted.
The electro pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
Now, there was something else I wanted to say. What was it? Oh, yes.
Insert ticket to enter.
You are going to need a ticket.
Sorry, no ticket.
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him.
That's exactly right, Shymoth boy. The ends always do justify the means with a time machine. There's no consequences for any action.
Perfect.
Yeah, I love enlightenment under the sea. That's a good gag. I love it.
Insert ticket to enter.
The game seems to want me to have a ticket.
Algae cakes!
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? What? I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Hey, Artie. Emmett's in the glass house with Carl Sagan.
Then you found him. Oh, good.
It's not good. Sagan's gonna make him miss his demo.
What are you, his mother?
Yeah.
I'm sure he can take care of himself.
I'm an adventure game protagonist. Everyone's business is my business.
Edna Strickland got Officer Parker to close Emmett's booth down.
What? Why?
She claims his invention is dangerous.
Is it?
That's not
Oh,
the
yeah,
point.
I mean... Okay, let's see here.
See you around.
What else is going on in this ding-dang room? Cast a few stones at that glass house. Solve this puzzle right away. Atmosphere, I told you the thing's going straight to
Those
Rapture.
look like the controls to raise and lower the whatchamacallit.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass.
There you go, Atlas.
Unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Classic. KL 4253. Okay, let's see. We didn't really talk to Edna. Maybe
Wow.
that's...
Danny, can I talk to Edna for a minute?
Be my guest. I'd like a couple minutes of quiet.
What's this about?
I know your deep, dark secret.
Secret? What secret?
I start a lot of conversations like this, too. Whoa!
You know, what you were whispering about with Carl Sagan yesterday.
You overheard?
Sure I did. And you did a really lousy job at, burying the body.
Oh, you didn't hear a thing. What I was talking about with Carl Sagan is between me and Carl Sagan.
My Carl Sagan time is my own, and I will not answer questions about it.
Have you seen Mr. Sagan around here anywhere?
No, and I wouldn't tell you if I had. He's more than a little scared of your anarchistic tendencies.
Did you see? Trixie Trotter got her old job back.
Oh, I know! I tried to have it out with Arthur McFly, but he refuses to explain himself. Apparently, he discovered some sort of loophole that allows that Canadian to retain her position. Well, the Ladies' Decency Society shall hear about this. Make no mistake.
Can't believe we're employing a Canadian.
Why is Parker so willing to do your bidding?
Well, the good detective knows that he owes his current rise through the ranks to my reporting on his behalf.
Oh.
He also knows that I could just as easily pen an exposé about his previous nights of drunken debauchery and evidence tampering.
He was a booze
Blackmailing
hound.
him?
Reporters don't blackmail, Mr. Smirnoff. We look out for the public interest.
I really dig the Yakov Smirnoff bit.
Why are you still involved in Emmett's life? I thought you broke up with him.
I did, but then your friend Mr. Sagan told me about your scheme to interfere with our romance. Not a very nice thing to do, Comrade Smirnoff.
What'd you do with Emmett, Edna?
What are you talking about? You're the one who's trying to ruin his life.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Believe it or not, I'm the one trying to save it.
From what?
From you, mostly. Why'd you go and get Emmett's invention sealed up like that?
I had no choice. Once Mr. Sagan told me about your attempts to radicalize my poor Emmett, I knew I had to stop him from going through with your dangerous invention.
But it's his invention, and it's not dangerous. Okay, maybe it's a little dangerous, but only to him.
That's for the authorities to decide.
You don't really think Emmett's gonna want you back after you crushed his heart
I mean,
and tried to stop
yes.
his demonstration at the expo, do you?
Not at first, no. But eventually he'll realize I've got his best interests at heart, and he'll come running back to me like one of those dogs he loves so much.
But you hate dogs.
Yes, ironic, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay, this is pointless. I've got to find Emmett.
Stay away from him, you anarchist hooligan.
Yeah, hooligan.
Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today. I'm only giving this to Emmett.
Well, then what do I need to do, Marty? We'll take a hint. You sure pick up ticks. Ah! Trixie has tickets? How did I not know that? Says she has information, not tickets.
Hi, Trixie.
Now, what can I do you for?
Oh.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Cousteau himself.
That's the
Plus,
word.
you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks.
Silly rabbit. Trixie has tickets. There you go.
Thanks.
Watch out. You might get what you're after. Ooh, baby. I'm an ordinary guy walking in a glass house.
Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Yoink.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
Ah, the old switcheroo. Seems like a case for the old switcheroo, is what I say.
A fully equipped home entertainment center. So, where's the ColecoVision?
Oh man, ColecoVision. My first console.
In the house of the future, fresh fruit baskets will be replenished daily by fleets of fruit-bearing helicopters.
Accurate.
Ah, it's wax.
Oh, stinky wax.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Okay, we don't need to do this yet, I don't think, whatever it is.
Conversation terminated.
It works better than Siri.
Mortals, this is Techne, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
Maritime climate change has driven the population of fruit-bearing helicopters to an all-time low. It's true. It's tragic, but it's true.
In the mood for fun, the House of the Future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Is there a name for the game that we call Chinese checkers other than Chinese checkers? Like, I feel like it must have an actual name.
Hiya, folks.
Oh, come on. You couldn't give me an Indiana Jones moment there?
What?
Hiya, folks.
Sternhalma. That sounds interesting. I like it. Even if that's not true, I'll accept it. It could be made up. I don't care.
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
That was why I was kind of wondering, Grayson. Like, is there a worse version of the name Chinese checkers? I just bought a hot new...
Okay, call me a Snoop.
Okay, Snoop. I just bought a copy of the hot new tabletop game, Scrabble, a couple of days ago. I'm very excited to jump into that. I've been looking up pro strats online, learning lots of great words. I'm now a Scrabbleman. This is correct. My family is getting into Scrabble. My daughter is now spelling well enough that she can join in the fun, so it should be fun. Should be good stuff.
In the House of the Future,
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
I don't think I've got this quite yet.
Contact 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious
Wow.
Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Big cone of silence energy.
Could you get Emmett for me?
Oh, I would, Mr. Sagan, but I can't see the kid nowhere. In fact, the last time I saw him, he was with you.
Oh, yes, right. Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Okay, let's try that again. I don't think I know what I'm doing, but I'm going to keep doing it. Oops.
Please recite experience.
Contact...
Hill
Okay.
Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
I love her commitment to staying in character.
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
I love her rivalry with Edna. It's
Sagan,
great.
I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan. I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear, but it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Oh, yes, he's a very distractible young man.
That's what I keep telling everyone.
I wonder if this is AJ Locasio doing the Doc Brown voice also?
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator, that the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered and so on and so forth.
I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No, I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
regarding, you know what.
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come galumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl?
It all makes sense.
No, it's just you and me. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Conversation terminated.
It was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
I like this puzzle. This is pretty good.
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott.
Thanks, Trixie. Techne. I'm truly
Thanks,
honored to
Trixie.
be here
I'm
today
Techne.
among all you pointy-headed type people. Like the lady said, I labor in the field of pond scum.
Yoink.
Algae, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
How do you edit out all the parts that weren't that?
Noble vegetable, and I am here to present my discoveries to a disbelieving world.
Oh, hello, Smirnov.
What about Ron Gilbert, the man who saw possibilities in scum?
Gentlemen, is the next
Well, we'll get that to her, do I?
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the expo from the likes of you.
This'll only take a minute.
J, along with enough protein to choke
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Probably.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am.
Well, the sound mixing is terrible here, isn't it? How are you going to hear me talking over what they're saying if they're talking over what someone else is saying? That's too many people talking over. I'm supposed to be talking over while they talk.
But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
Look over there!
One of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Hey, does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth?
I mean, they're just barricades,
Let's
Marty.
take that as a yes. I've got to get Emmett out of that glass house.
I mean, it was pretty obnoxious,
Thank you,
right?
Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Take me away. Hello, Moos of Progress. Okay, sweet. Making progress.
And he's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today.
Or my name isn't Marty McFlubel.
I'm only giving...
Oh, don't be such a baby, Marty. Don't be such a baby. It's a very good walking through a turnstile animation.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett,
Drop
don't
down,
listen
snap
to
their
him.
necks.
He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
I mean,
Soundproof glass. Great.
even a guitar can't break it?
Configured to meet the needs of any family. Need a private study? Simply slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
I once visited House of the Future in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. They used to have like a little, like 2 or 3 buildings on display in downtown Gatlinburg. They looked kind of like igloos. They were pretty wonderful. I think if you Google them, you can see them.
Emmett, get
They
out
have
of
like
this
a-
place and back to your booth. You're gonna miss the demo.
They have like something
Emmett, look up
Tatooine-y
here.
going on with them. Tattoo weenie. We're still carrying around that picture of our dumb dad. Ding dang dumb dad. This isn't a logic puzzle, is it? Like is this a 3D sliding tile puzzle? Surely not. Phew! Pardon me. Phew! Pardon me again. Big Sneasel Weasel vibes in this stream. This is terrible. Thank you, Tom. I accept that I have cartoonish sneezes. I've embraced it. Ah, beans. By ether. Try this ether. Hey, smell this bottle of chloroform for me. Tell me if it's gone bad. Ooh.
Emmett? Where'd you take him now, Doc?
The next exhibitor on our list is
no times
Officer
right now.
Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker?
Maybe some decommissioned military hardware?
Seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
We're giving them tanks! Okay, I saw the diver take a curious movement as we walked out.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about. Hey, just left not a minute ago.
Christopher Lloyd.
Hurry, you might catch that.
Is he from Transylvania?
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc, Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Sonny! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors.
I'm Yakov Smirnoff. I do what I
understand.
want.
He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him. But if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Okay, Marty. I can't stress this enough. Just snap his neck, introduce him to the Death Aquatic, and get on with your mission. It doesn't matter. Old Doc dying does nothing to the timeline as long as you change it moving forward.
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
Take off your helmet.
I prefer to leave it on. The inland air is difficult on my sinuses.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tom, I'm a big believer in time travel adventures. You know, again, removing all morality clauses that would be normally attached to being like a protagonist in a story like this. I feel like a hero in a story involving time travel can afford to kill anyone who he ultimately is going to erase from or overwrite from history. So, like, there's no consequences. Everything's moral because this Emmett Brown shouldn't exist and soon he won't exist. So, what's the difference if we make him not exist a little sooner?
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
Yeah. We fixed Cue Ball's life. We got him on the straight and narrow. Thing is, I have a bunch of tickets.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Yeah.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Snap, 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 that neck. Snap, 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 that neck. Snap, 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 that neck. Snap his neck in two.
I ought to just go raise the bathysphere myself.
I don't think so.
Is this punk giving you trouble, Mr. Duteau?
Why I oughta. Just run, just jump the turnstile. I thought you were a rebel teen. That's cause for complaint. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Pardon moi. Hey, Artie.
Hey, Artie. This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out.
That's a good question, Seabid. Is there a sci-fi setting where someone creates an alternate timeline just so they can ethically abuse its inhabitants? I mean, it's got to be. I mean, by that same token, I mean, it's not that different than, you know, any number of, like, holodeck hijinks. You know, again, those holograms aren't real, so if you just happen to create a version of the Enterprise bridge crew that does goofy things in your holodeck fantasies, it's a victimless crime.
Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I am only...
Barkley absolutely did that.
Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere.
Once upon a time during the 90s, Dwight Schultz, the actor who played Reginald Barkley on first Next Generation, then Deep Space Nine, I guess he showed up on Voyager too, was absolutely my pick to play Roger Wilco, should there have ever been a Space Quest movie adaptation, which, to the best of my knowledge, was never even a remote possibility.
Mon Dieu, what is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on that problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. The bathysphere exhibit is currently closed for repairs.
I'll wait.
Uh-oh.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techni, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit? Hey, folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
Techni. Oh man, time's running out.
Step back! You're crimping the hose!
Hose crimping.
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Don't stop doing it, Marty. Don't stop till you get enough.
It's an old nautical superstition. A crimped hose means imminent doom.
It does if there's somebody inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's
Oh, we're fading him out of existence.
Hey! You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, a.k.a. Carl Sagan, a.k.a.
No!
Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you. I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you would.
We'll kill two birds with one
Why
stone.
not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you. You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, a.k.a. Carl Sagan, a.k.a.
No!
You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
I command you uncrimp that hose!
Funny, you'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Doc's committing to the bet.
It's as if you two were connected somehow.
Not do anything other than wait here.
Step off the hose!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I won't do it!
Then neither will I.
Wow. Surely this isn't just a wait puzzle. I guess it was.
Shoot the Lord!
Shoot the Lord, darn it,
I
rats.
have become unstuck.
Uh-oh,
There,
the tingle.
see? It was just a malfunction after all.
That's bathysphere. Have an undersea closet if you think about it.
Let's get you out of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you.
How does he do that so quickly? Why is he still dressed like a butler?
That guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you better get back to your booth.
Well, we all got problems. Look. I don't have time for this goofball.
Thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is.
Greetings and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techne, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Said,
Oh, right. Here you go.
You
Great. Come on,
ready?
let's get up there.
He's been hard at work dreaming up gizmos and banging them together in his garage. And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today? This wouldn't be the first time the world was changed by a kid barely out
That
of
ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Boy, the sound mixing's terrible.
Block bearings. Raised position. Check.
It's actually like clipping out
Looks like
audio.
all systems are go.
She was only 19.
Wish me luck.
So hold your Snickers.
Don't have to.
Prepare to be wowed. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown.
Objection! Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown
Laptop
be
Brown.
terminated and forfeit by
That's the modern version of Encyclopedia Brown. It's just Laptop Brown.
reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father. Where is he? Hand him over this instant!
Wikipedia Brown. Hey, Robin. I have to reconcile people.
You don't think you can shelter him?
Come on, Mr. Judge, sir. You're kind of
Look at
making a
those
scene
ears.
here.
Wrong. I am stopping my son from
That's
making a
jug
scene
handles.
here.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not going to say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks
Oh, no.
a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second.
Yeah, I would guess, Ricky, that's absolutely the case. I'm guessing they are running low on funds and probably low on time, and some corners might have been cut that lead to things like the poor audio quality in this one.
I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
Oh, God. I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah. If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate
People are
him.
coming on too strong.
I don't
Love to hear that.
intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Would have been great to see what Telltale would have done with the King's Quest license. They had it, but were never able to turn it into a game, and then it slipped and it went to the Odd Gentleman instead. I really loved the Odd Gentleman's King's Quest episodic adventure, but boy, I would have loved to have seen Telltale take a crack at King's Quest.
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always threshing.
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with
Cedric
this
returns and kicks
ridiculous
tail feathers.
stunt?
Sure.
Yeah?
No!
If I can say so, sir,
Okay.
stay right there.
I'm not... You dare to disobey a direct...
Hey, Emmett, you're going to have to do
I'm
something.
not talking to him. There's no point.
I hate young Emmett.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
That's one of these puzzles.
So, is your client prepared to make a statement?
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
Seems fair.
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
You heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well...
At least
Hey,
give it
Thorn.
a shot.
Yeah, what we need here
Father,
is a classic 1931
you've
gun
never
to solve
understood
these
the
problems.
first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be
What's to
young. You
understand?
don't know what it's
You're
like
a
to
big,
have
overgrown
dreams.
They aren't getting ready to Freaky Friday, are they? This feels like the kind of argument that quickly leads to a Freaky Friday. They both grab that glowing blue thing, and all of a sudden they Freaky Friday.
Ambition so great,
Everything is
so
okay.
powerful.
Spread
I've got
skill.
a life of your own. It's all you can do to hang on to you.
So many layers of audio. I just hear the Think McFly thing. Thank you for the sticker. Good evening. Oh my goodness. Hey Nick, good to see you. Thank you for slapping that. You're here just in time. We've just reconciled a family and, increased the net stock of love in the world.
Well, they've got to fund where they must. This is America, Pop. And in America, a person doesn't have to do what his father did. Isn't that why you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be
Isn't that play you came to America? Isn't that why you ate your curds and whey in America?
Are you happy?
Yeah, great.
Emmett?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
I don't know. I think you two are on the verge of a breakthrough. Deep down, he's just worried about you hurting yourself.
No amount of physical pain could equal the pain he's already inflicted to my spirit.
Yes, Marty, that is correct.
You gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
Emmett's just...
stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one.
The name's
No
Yakov?
mistake. Those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
I get it from his mother.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Sure. Sure it will.
Ha! You know as
Hey,
well as
Salah.
I how it'll end. Disaster.
Hey, good to see you. I give a shout out here to Salon by the Sea.
Werewolf?
Werewolf. Everyone go check out Salon by the Sea. Terrific streamer. Retro person. Always a pleasure to drop in on. If you aren't following already, be sure to drop in there. Good to see you, Salon. Welcome in.
Maybe, and maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my
Thank you, Bob,
job
for the
as his
sticker, by the way,
father
Nick.
to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Werewolf. This guy has some Werner energy.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
Are we realizing something?
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. Tell him I'll listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
I became Judge Brown in America. America. I had a son named Emmett in America.
Emmett? He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
Is Christopher Lloyd playing young Emmett, too? I haven't been able to figure this out the whole series. Like, sometimes I'm convinced it's not him. Other times I think it is him, maybe with the voice pitched up artificially slightly. What do we think? Is young Emmett also Christopher Lloyd?
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No. Next subject.
Emmett, stop being
Hey,
a dope.
Snowy Pine. Good to
Got
see
your
you.
pride. Okay, I get it. And so does he. But
Hey, 321.
what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I?
Young Weird Al. I hope so. Has anyone ever seen the show Teen Titans Go? Fantastic version of the Teen Titans. I absolutely love everything about Teen Titans Go. But they have Weird Al doing the voice of DC mega villain Darkseid, and it's just wonderful. It's the absolute best thing about Teen Titans Go. It's not him. Okay, IMDb says different actor. Sometimes it's a pretty good version of what a young Christopher Lloyd might sound like.
Is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Thanks, Teddy Roosevelt.
Pop. You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator. Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
There are more typos in the captions this episode, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through
Weird
that
capitalization like
delay.
good.
And now
in
the
that
Hill
sentence.
Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
Levitate, good times, come on. Electrokinetic elevator. What?
Look at that! He's flying! My Emmett is flying!
It's a demonstration. Science Expo time. Come on. It's a demonstration. There's an expo going on right here. An exposition to last throughout the year. So bring your science and your phone booth too. We're going to celebrate some science with you. Come on now, demonstration. I'm guessing 3, 2, 1 when you said the music cues are so good, you didn't mean me singing. I bet you meant the game's music cues. And they are very good. It uses the Back to the Future soundtrack and score just beautifully.
Hey, stop! Get
It really adds so much to the game. No, I know what you meant, 3, 2, 1.
I thought I could change it.
It does. I feel like some of the rest of the tone of the whole thing is not quite Back to the Future, but it's amazing how much the music just like spackles over that. And after you hear that cue of the flying car, you know, it's just like, okay, this is definitely Back to the Future. I'm back on board. Hey, good to see you, Highberry. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening. Welcome, everybody, by the way. It's good to see everybody.
Things could be different.
Oh,
Get it
no,
back.
Edna.
Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
Come on, Butler
Don't come
Brown.
any closer.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Marty!
I'm sorry. Stiff as a board, ghost Butler Brown.
Oh my God, Doc! Say something.
I think it did have a basis in some unused Back to the Future script 321. Bob Gale, who helped write Back to the Future, worked on this, consulted at least.
Newspaper.
What? You mean? Gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Hopefully there's a cure for transparency here in 1931.
Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go. Doc, come back.
Well, fascist Doc is dead.
Doc?
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Damn it. Is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. If I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept
Is this how he
up.
becomes a weird recluse?
Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size is going to play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
This is the old Doc.
So, what comes next?
Work, work, and more work. A few more stumbles, followed by a breakthrough or two. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge.
Oh, those are some good redemption. Let's get a couple of great Scots in here.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
We'll get one of these for good measure.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost somebody.
Oh, how sad. Anyone I know?
The future mayor.
It was, Carl Sagan.
What? The guy who tried to hire me in there? You were friends with him?
He got hit by a car and then turned transparent.
But how?
Don't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with you.
Intangible, too.
What?
It's tragic.
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask any.
What's this?
Where'd you come from? Where'd you
Let me
go?
see. I deserve an explanation.
You wouldn't understand.
Oh, yeah? Try me. What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me, don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Wait.
Just promise.
If we're giving him a headline that says he gets the key to the city, and we don't want him to know he gets the key to the city at risk of destroying the timeline, but then we told him not to look at the article that says he gets the key to the city until after he's gotten the key to the city, we've now revealed to him the very information we're trying to keep from him. I don't know.
Emmett, where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop. Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can understand. Not for a long time. It would
It's could be on me. You're at
irreparable
seabed.
damage to Something. Just say you promise.
Yeah.
Okay, I promise.
The performance here is is Marty McFly. It's just out of this world.
Wait, I will see you again, right?
I'm thinking fourth dimensionally. Speaking of thinking three-dimensionally, I'm going to be playing Star Trek 25th Anniversary for Retro Adventure Wednesday this week, so y'all know how good I am at video games. I mean, you've seen me play. You know it's, like, almost uncomfortable how, naturally I adapt to new video game systems. Just wait until you see me play those space combat sequences. If you want to see somebody thinking two-dimensionally, it is going to be a guaranteed disaster. Is this the right time to say I think this is a bad game? Back to the Future or Star Trek 25th? Set phasers to fun. I've never played 25th Anniversary, but I have a bad feeling about it. Again, the soundtrack here doing some heavy lifting. Hope it's Einstein.
Yeah, it worked.
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
Yeah, Tom, I don't think this is a perfect game. I don't think it's Telltale's best. I think that they really do manage to let the charm of the Back to the Future IP do a lot of the heavy lifting. As a story and an adventure game, I don't think it's their strongest work by a long shot. But I do think it's, as someone who grew up just loving Back to the Future and thinking it was the greatest thing ever, it's able to get beyond that for me.
I came to make sure you stayed on the path of science.
As opposed to what? The dog food business?
Politics.
Politics? That doesn't sound like me.
That's right, I killed that version of you.
Never mind, it's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about my...
Uh-oh.
Where is he? Where's that no-good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name.
Is this Michael J. Fox? Is this the real Michael J. Fox?
Artie anywhere?
Artie McFly?
That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it?
Hitched?
Married. I swear, that boy's gonna put his papa in an early grave.
I mean, again, it drives home how good
So that's how she got her job back.
AJ Locasio is at the performance here.
He's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was Great-Grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me.
Right now,
Holy
huh?
crap. Doc,
Is that a plot point for the movies? Did they just drop that line in there with, like, no context? Y'all heard that too, right? Lemming Runs, you heard that. That's from Back to the Future. Okay, thank goodness. I mean, I guess I need more... I will say of the three, I've watched Back to the Future 3 the least because, of course, that would be the thing to do. But, yeah, that's a little upsetting. He peed on me. Move on to the next line of dialogue.
I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
That car! Oh, great.
Shoot him.
How the hell did she get back here?
She?
You? You're not Edna.
That's right.
What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well...
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
I thought it was game over here.
God.
We've got to go back to the future.
Marty, do you have any notion what date she might have jumped to?
None at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute. This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're Unhill Valley in it. I guess wait a minute can be one word if you just say it quickly enough, Snowy Pie.
Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
How?
Aw, beans. No more Hill
Something
Valley.
must have happened to it. A long time ago.
Tinkly bits are the best part of the game, aren't they? But by the way, everyone, be sure to bop over to YouTube and drop a follow over there.
Well, now you two look at my lost.
Great place to keep up with the
What else is that
vibes.
thing?
Keep up with the
Oh,
vibes.
it's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us. Did your son just marry a Canadian saloon singer named Trixie?
Artie? Pshaw, that boy ain't got nerve to actually go to
Pshaw.
the church social. You acquainted with him?
Only slightly.
Oh, we're just passing through. We hope.
Tell us.
I don't have time, Sonny. I've got people to piss on.
Where exactly are we? We're a little lost.
Furthest point of my rounds, that's where you are. About 25 miles outside of Hayesville. Take a wrong turn, did you?
In a manner of speaking.
Tell us. We're looking for Hill Valley.
Well, which is it, a hill or a valley?
No, it's a town. It's a town
That's a great
called
question.
Hill Valley.
Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
When did Hill Valley go away?
Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was,
Thank you,
it
Robin.
must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here.
I'm sorry, C-Man. You're so right. These two idiots do seriously need a temporal crime directive. Here's an idea. Let me throw this one in front of you. If you would just lock the DeLorean every time you got out of it, how many jams would have never occurred in this series? Like, how many problems could you have avoided just as you stand up, just reaching around and turning that key to lock the door behind you? How many of these problems could you have solved? Like, the whole future Biff as Donald Trump casino lord thing could have been fixed with a simple door locking. What's so hard about that?
I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who can tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her.
Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you.
Did you make her talk?
Could you help us with her?
The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite. Please, we gotta see her.
Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
What the hell we're doing on this game? I thought we were done. Now I have no idea what's happening. Okay, we're not far off. We're doing great. We're making great time. I guess the answer is we're on world record pace, if you're curious. Bumble around, hosing one timeline after another. It's so true. They're the worst time travelers ever. Like, H.G. Wells understood time travel better than these bozos.
Mary Pickford.
A DeLorean up on blocks in your yard is a great look. Are they worse time travelers than the ones at Day of the Tentacle? Now that's a good question, Robin. Find out what happened to Hill Valley. Turned out DeLorean. Ooh, pizza oven.
Doc, it's a...
Shh. Sweet pizza oven.
Look!
Shh.
I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use.
Sweet free mop. I'll just steal this mop head.
Look!
Shh. Trying out some spare parts. Smart, smart.
What do you see?
This vehicle has sustained some serious damage.
Really?
Way to stay focused, Doc.
It would be great if we got to see if Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers is popping in.
A blacksmith sign. I wonder if it's from Doc's old shop.
Yeah, Marty, just stick that in your pocket. That's adventure gaming.
Nah.
I mean, this is a great question, Highberry. So far, Marty has not done the nasty and the pasty. So I don't know if he's a worse time traveler than the Futurama crew.
Look!
Shh. Step on this tripwire.
Step away from the cabin!
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
A very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Was there a flying disc on the line, or are those hubcaps? I assume they were hubcaps.
Edna's grandfather, Marshall Strickland. That's the same picture I saw in Edna's apartment, way back, in the future. I don't think so.
Leo pointing gift, yes. Yes. Edna refuses to talk about any day but today. Oh, we beat it. We solved her puzzle.
Hey, Miss Strick.
Who are you?
She kind of looks like she's out of The Walking Dead at this point.
Sonny Crockett.
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
You tried to have me arrested once, a long time ago. Remember?
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by.
Same.
And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying
Wonder
to
why it
forget.
could be.
But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
Bloop. Nah.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here
Columbus
for?
Day?
Listen, lady, you've got to tell us where Hill Valley went.
Hill Valley? You're standing in Hill Valley. Population 1.
You know there's supposed to be a town here today, right?
Might be there was a town once long ago, or might be it was in the future. How many times I gotta tell ya, I don't talk about any time but today.
Live in the moment. That's the way to be.
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
Little mop.
I brought you this.
I ain't interested in flowers.
Wait till you hear.
And I especially ain't interested in talking flowers. Put them away.
It's great. Okay, let's see here. You want to see a picture of my dad?
I brought you this picture.
Who's that?
You don't know him, but he looks a lot like this guy you did know.
Not interested.
I'm glad they actually bothered with some responses here.
I brought you this.
Already got one.
You must have brought something Edna wants.
Don't look at me. I didn't bring anything but myself.
That's it. You're the key, Doc.
I brought you him.
Him? Who him? Him
This
who?
big dummy. Oh man. Gang, I think it's time for a quick break and an opportunity for one of Decaf Jedi's patented snack recommendations. So the other day, while I was shopping at Big Lots, I picked up some chili-covered dried pineapple. So it's like tahini over dried pineapple chunks. And I have to tell you, the sweet and spicy, very, very good. Everyone get out there. It was at Buy Lots. That's exactly right, Finn. If y'all saw my tweet, the G has disappeared from our local Big Lots, and now it's Buy Lots, and I support it. So yeah, it's delicious. It is lime, spicy, wonderful, mega sweet, chili covered pineapple chunks, and that was Decaf Jedi's snack recommendation. Big Lots only sold out of season Halloween decorations and dented cans of Manhattan clam chowder. When I was a kid, the first time I went to Big Lots, the thing I remember is going in, and they had this giant display of Morning Funnies cereal. I don't know if anyone remembers Morning Funnies breakfast cereal, but it was basically like breakfast cereal, and on the front and back of the box, they had comic strips you could read while you were eating, and they're all the worst comic strips. They're like the King Features syndicated strips, if I'm not mistaken, from memory. And it was bad cereal on the one hand, and a bad concept, but also I distinctly remember, even as like a young child, thinking to myself, this cereal hasn't been on shelves anywhere else in like 2 years. Why does Big Lots have an entire like shipping pallet of it stacked high to the ceiling? And Big Lots hasn't changed since then. It's still the same thing. Yeah, Mexican candy is still hard to come by in this area, so when I stumble across some, it always blows me away. I got some watermelon suckers dipped in lime chili when I was out in Arizona a couple of years ago, and that was a life changer too. McFrugals, that was a name?
Sure, you remember him. Carl Sagan, the guy you framed as a speakeasy arsonist.
Speakeasy? Arson? That's complete gibberish, Sonny. Whatever you're talking about's got nothing to do with me. I never involve myself in such criminal shenanigans. Still, his features remind me of someone.
Look hard. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Pick and save.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
Yeah, around here it's now buy lots, though.
It can't be. Emmett.
Yes, Edna. It's me.
That's BI lots.
It is. It's October 13th.
It's not even Pride Month.
Oh, and you are Emmett. Emmett. How did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming or... Well, stay there.
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying
Break the
to
dental
forget.
dam. Got it. Don't be mean about it.
You've come back. Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You're sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic... What's this?
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never...
Oh no, time sickness. Aw, beans.
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
I wonder when Hill Valley was supposed to be destroyed. It's Fox Mulder's birthday?
I don't think I ever asked you why.
It's the day after my
you burned down
dad's
all those
birthday.
speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
No! Turn it off, you imbecile! If Parker hears that, he'll... Officer, I can explain. It was a trick. I was framed. Oh, he's after me! Ha! He'll never catch me in this souped-up car of the future.
Wow.
Curses! I can't shake him. Well, no use in holding back now. Let's see what this baby can do. And here it comes.
Feels like we're really taking advantage of this troubled
Here,
woman.
what comes?
I don't know. Something really unexpected is supposed to happen right about now, but I'm not sure what. Or come to think of it, how can I be expecting something unexpected? Oh, what's going on?
Quick, Marty. We've got to find a way to push the story along before she snaps out of her reverie.
Would being slapped in the face by a mop be unexpected?
Maybe not.
Oh well.
I
Thank
don't
you.
suppose the
Pardon
flux
me.
capacitor still works.
I build my parts sturdy, but not that sturdy.
Not sure what that'll do.
Let's see, what else do I have? Gotta go back in time. Here's a ticket for time travel.
Not sure what that'll do. Not sure what that'll do.
Yes, I heard you. I get behind it and push it. Yeah, I wonder if we can set something on fire too. Yeah, maybe she needs like special effects. Surely we shouldn't stick a mop in this kiln, should we?
Not sure what that'll do. Not sure what that'll do.
He's just not sure what that'll do. Oops. Oh, wait, now I get it. I got it. That was too easy. I shouldn't have looked at a hint. Let's trigger the tripwire.
Here they come! The lights! I'm being transported!
Where?
Back!
It was Frisbee Pies.
Back! To the past!
What do you see?
Hill Valley! But it's all different. It's so small and primitive. Heavens! Can it be? It is!
Is what?
Grandfather! Big as life!
Marshal James Strickland came to Hill Valley in 1869, shot by...
I know, Doc. We met him in 1885. Remember?
No! I must be mistaken. Grandfather didn't look like that. That man is an imposter! I'm not even sure it is a man! This is all very confusing. Where am I? Why am I thinking about the past? Get off my lawn, you kids!
Better find a way to bring back Marshal Strickland quick. We've got to bring this story to a climax.
Climax, eh? Nailed it.
It looks a bit like Grandfather now, but he would never have walked around bareheaded.
Not sure what that'll do.
Oops. A flower pot on his head.
Not sure what that'll do.
And this hat. Perfect. Yeah. Climax game moderated is pretty great auto mod stuff, right? Auto mod never makes a mistake.
Not bad.
Oh, Grandfather, how well you look. How well everything looks.
How does everything look? Tell me.
It's a bit rustic, to be sure, but all the buildings are so sturdy and well kept. And the young people of Hill Valley, they're so virtuous and upright. So unlike the degenerate specimens from the 20th century, and I know the reason why.
Why?
They haven't yet fallen prey to the vices of booze and debauchery.
That's
they
it.
are still in a state of innocence. I think I could
Hey,
learn to
Seabed.
like living here.
Congrats on the Hall of
But
Fame.
who's this?
Who?
This big lout swaggering up the street.
Seabed.
Lips curled
Congrats
in
again.
an insolent sneer. He's a newcomer
Seabed.
to Hill Valley. Beauregard. Beauregard.
Wow, thank you for all the loyal viewership. 30,000 points. Woo! I will update the Hall of Fame as soon as the stream ends.
Tannen.
Yes!
Good guess.
Look at him. Acting like a big shot.
3-bit.
Throwing his money around. Stolen money, no doubt. Why can't they see through him? The 2-bit phony! And now his plan becomes clear. He's bought a plot of land in town. He's going to put up a
what?
I don't know. It's something I don't like. Something evil.
This is the key to our mystery. We've got to get her memory back in the groove.
This puzzle's a little exhausting. Share with the board, Marty.
Here's something that'll make you remember.
Remember what? I don't like to remember. Who are you? What are you doing in my yard, you hooligan?
No, Edna. No yarn.
What?
This is Emmett speaking. It's October 13th, 1931.
Yes.
And something's about to happen.
Oh yes, something big. But what?
Better not talk to her directly. It'll break the spell.
I want to just hint my way through this now. She hates speakeasies. Oh, saloon sign.
An old saloon sign. Cool. Too bad it's all burnt.
It does give the... Why is he going to take that back and hang it in his room?
Maybe this'll take you back.
Back where? I don't want to go back.
Stay in the moment, Edna. Please, Marty. Don't interrupt the trance.
Saloon sign the outhouse. There we go. Thank you, game. Yeah, this definitely feels like it's padding out the game.
Talk about a watering hole.
A saloon? In Hill Valley? Oh, he can't do that! Grandpa, you can't let him do it! You can't let that snake ruin paradise! Well, if they're all too blind to stop him, I'll just have to take the law into my own hands. I'll make sure this sinful establishment never opens its doors.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. Something very conclusive.
Were you expecting anything in particular?
I wasn't expecting you.
Where'd that line come from?
I don't need to do that again.
My dad know what an arsonist does. Okay.
I wonder what's cooking.
Yeah, there you go, Marty. Now you got it. Burning stick. Sweet burning stick.
No, you're doing it all wrong. It'll never burn like that.
The way that
we'll
worse
need
than an
some
arsonist is a
kerosene.
know-it-all arsonist.
Apply it liberally to the building site. No sense in being parsimonious. And now, watch. Isn't it beautiful? The devil's handiwork consumed by the fires of righteousness. Burn, you sucker, burn!
He was never this passionate when we were dating.
Oh.
What is it then? Is it the fire?
Turn away! Don't look!
It's not staying in the saloon, is it? It's spreading to the other buildings in Hill Valley.
My intentions were pure. It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
But it did happen like this, and you've been repressing it all these years because you can't stand to admit that you're...
A hooligan! I'm a hooligan!
Will I lay it on too thick?
Here's the story. Black and white and red all over.
Arson fire.
Hill Valley destroyed by fire. Started approximately 2 a.m., July 17th, 1876.
Of course, I'm not the real criminal in this story, am I, Mr. Sagan?
Oh no.
You set me up for a fall. You and Smirnoff. You
Shoot
made
him.
me steal your infernal car. You made me burn down Hill Valley. And now, by the powers invested in me by the town of Hill Valley, I hereby sentence you two criminals to...
Hey!
You! How much have you heard?
Enough for a month's worth of headlines in the Hayesville Herald. 2 months worth if you shoot those fellas.
I could shoot you too, you know.
But you won't, because that would be against the law. And you never break the law, right?
Yeah, this voice actress is working
This is your
overtime.
cute skedaddle. Right.
Much obliged.
Wow.
There's Beauregard Tannen's half-finished saloon. Sometime during the next hour, Edna's going to light it on fire and accidentally burn down Hill Valley.
I wonder where her DeLorean is.
We'll find it later. Right now, we've got to stop that fire. I'll go around back. You go through the front.
Got it.
It's a talent.
I'd better not get too close.
Hey! Hi, Barry. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Bits to the future to you, too. Let's see. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised there's more game, too. Oh, wait. Window. Ah. This looks like the culprit. I think there's not much game left. Like, I think we are definitely in the finale now.
Who's there?
Edna, stop. It's just me.
Mr. Sagan, what are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same question, Miss Pickford.
Isn't it obvious? I'm putting an end to your den of iniquity before it starts.
This is a great question, Snowy Pine. Shouldn't more people be fading out of existence? Maybe Doc also?
I don't think so, Mary. I don't like shooting women, but no one comes between Beauregard B. Tannen and his livelihood.
Tannen, stop! If you shoot her, she'll drop the torch, and this whole place will burn up. Edna, stop! If you drop that torch, he'll shoot us.
Looks like we're at something of a standoff here, Mr. Tannen.
I don't see a way out, unless somebody manages to disarm both of you at the same time.
Doesn't seem possible.
How am I supposed to do that? That must be where Edna got the kerosene. Dolores Miskin? Chandelier's right over their heads. That's gotta be useful somehow.
I wanna swing from that chandelier. Chandelier.
Was that a mouse?
What's the matter, Miss Pickford? Scared of a little mouse?
No, but you should be scared. Mice carry diseases. It's a fact. Look it up.
Okay.
What kind of odds would you...
Not sure what that'll do. Not sure what that'll do.
Well, launch it into the air. Dousing is the bigger challenge. Grayson, this is a good point. In defense of mice. Boy, this is really a tense standoff.
Mary Pickford?
Don't tell me that you're not traveling through time.
Oh.
Pickle juice. That ought to be handy for putting out torches. It's too heavy to lift. Man, this thing is not light.
Yeah, it's one of those classic heavy sandbags. Freckle juice. Super fudge.
Why are you so hellfire determined to meddle in my affairs, woman? You've been a-burring my behind for over a month now.
You're the source of the hellfire around here, Tannen. I'm just fanning the flames a little.
Lady, I'm just giving the hard-working folk of Hill Valley a place to play some cards, look at some dancing girls, and knock back a few drinks.
Exactly.
I wanna swing from the chandelier. Chandelier. This is a great puzzle.
It's right over his head, but I can't knock him out while Edna's still holding that torch. Not quite.
Why are you dressed like that?
I wasn't planning on visiting the 19th century today.
You need something wet to douse the flame. Take a look at the barrels. I know. I know about the barrels.
I wasn't planning on shooting a couple of lunatics today. Guess life's full of surprises, ain't it?
Man, this thing is not light.
No, not that way, Marty. You dingus.
Pickle juice. That ought to be handy for putting out torches. It's too heavy to lift.
No more hints, eh? Let's see. We have another bag in our inventory currently.
Lovely.
We do not.
Chandelier you've got there, Tannen. Is it French?
French?
Man, this thing is not light. I can't reach it, and even if I could knock it down, Edna'd be free to torch the place. Not quite.
It thinks I need one more bag, but won't let me lift the one down below. Let's see here if I can find a better walkthrough that's more descriptive here, because I'm ready to knock this one out. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Use the 3 sandbags on the pallet, then step on the pallet. The 4th sandbag, the pallet with pickled juice is raised up, while the pallet Marty is on goes down. From behind the bar, head toward the window. Mess around with the barrels here, and they'll fall off the platform except for the pickle juice. Okay. Hey, there are other barrels we need to tinker with. Ah, so there are
I wonder what's in these.
pickle juice barrels I need to be working with.
What the hell? Oh, cow crap. There goes all my pickled pig's feet.
Oh, man.
Are you here to haul me back to 1931 for my supposed crimes?
I didn't realize there was a second hot spot there.
Going down.
Looks like your torch is getting a little dim there, Miss Pickford.
It's still hot enough to bring down this little bit of Gomorrah, Tannen.
Yeah. Enjoy your Gomorrah.
All right, physics.
100 years from now, Hill Valley will erect...
Okay, what's the actual solution here? Let's see. On the rope, okay. Sure, why not?
What was that noise?
What noise? I didn't
What's
hear
the
it.
win? Nothing more.
Maybe we can come to a more peaceable solution, Mr.
Okay, here's where we use
Keep
the
your
board.
distance, fancy pants. I don't know you from Adam.
Okay, that was lucky.
Won't be long now.
Yeah.
We'll just see.
Good lord. Just cut the sandbag loose to bag 2 birds with 1 shot. Okay.
Not sure why I did that.
Cut the sandbag loose. Which sandbag?
Why are you so hellfire determined to meddle in my affairs, woman? You've been a burr in my behind for over a month now.
You're the source of the hellfire around here, Tannen. I'm just fanning the flames.
Go to the back of the barn, climb the ladder, use the sandbag, the one the chandelier. Okay.
It's a little.
Lady,
Come on.
got any last words?
I'll see you in hell, Tannen.
Wow.
You first, lady.
Come on, you son of a...
Oh, man. He's probably dead.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the diversion, butthead.
Snap his neck. Oh.
Nice one, Doc.
Don't tell Clara. She thinks fisticuffs set a bad example for the boys. Now, where's Edna?
I'm glad they acknowledged
She's
Clara.
gone. Edna's DeLorean.
We've got to stop her before she hits 88 miles per hour. Come on!
Sure, why not?
Okay, Edna, the nothing to be worried about. You're a smart woman with a strong moral compass. You just need to think your way out of it. Oh, fudge!
Wow. Look at
What's
this.
she doing?
This is daring.
I think she's spouting euphemisms at us. Luckily, the road out of Hill Valley is still pretty rough in 1875. It's unlikely she'll manage to accelerate 88 miles an hour anytime soon.
How are we gonna stop her?
Good question. We can't risk injuring her or damaging the vehicle
Well-
for fear of altering the timeline even further. Luckily, those diagnostic lights my alternate self put all over her DeLorean have given me an idea. Here, take these.
What are these?
Flux synchronization modules.
Sure.
How do they work?
I generally use them for maintenance purposes. But we might be able to use them to sync up with the alternate DeLorean's diagnostic modules, thus making it possible to link both sets of time circuits and override the time destination of the alternate DeLorean. At least that's the theory, anyway.
That's a great plan, I think.
Best of all, we won't need...
I think they have headsets.
We'll just snap them over the diagnostic lights.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to go out there? How the heck am I supposed
See,
to do
Ben,
that?
details aren't important. It's
Question. Let me think. Aha!
A hoverboard!
It saved our hides a few times before, so it seemed like the appropriate tool to bring along for the job.
Sweet!
yeah. No, this all makes perfect sense. You just have to read up on the Back to the Future wiki to really understand all the intricacies.
You okay?
It's just like riding a bike.
I have to admit, it may have made sense. I just zoned out in the middle of it. Hey, Eloquent Duck, thanks for dropping in. I think we're nearly at the end, but glad you could be here. I know, hoverboard makes you super happy.
Ready, Doc.
How weird is it that we called those things that weren't hoverboards a few years ago? Hey, thank you so much, Eloquent Duck. I appreciate it. Have a great evening.
Marty, how's the reception on the wireless?
Great. Where'd you get these?
From Bird's Cache, a 21st century video game console. Now remember, what you've got to do is attach the flux sync modules to those diagnostic lights.
Will do, Doc.
Finless segues is pretty good, honestly.
All right.
Nicely done. Now, aim the sync toward the receiving dish.
I'll try, but it's getting a little bumpy out here. I can't talk to her from here. Mr. Fusion, should I disable it?
Leave it alone. It's not a good idea to monkey with
That's
nuclear
true.
reactors.
Doesn't notice it at all. It's fine. It's fine. They built this walk around a car model for a puzzle earlier in the game, so. What does it even want me to do, though? Wow. Okay, now maybe she can't see me sneaking up on the driver's side? Is that what I just picked up?
Don't toss in those flames. They may be radioactive.
I don't even like crossing through normal flames. It's locked.
Hey, this is literally the last puzzle.
Marty!
I'm okay. I'm okay.
The village remembered to lock the door. Exactly. I guess she deserves this time machine more than we
Talk
do.
to her from here.
We aligned the doohickey. Oh, now she sees it.
Great, that's one flux sync down. 2 to go. Careful, Marty.
Don't worry, I got it.
So I can't go around back. The animation on this scene looks pretty good. A windshield wiper can come in handy, he says. Sure, I could try beating Edna with it.
Not sure what that'll do. Not sure what that'll do.
He's not sure what that'll do. How do I get rid of inventory? Oh, there we go.
Nice work, Mark.
That's true. We did leave a whole lot of radiation all around Hill Valley just now. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Maybe.
Okay.
Excellent. Now let's get that flux override launch on before she starts making life difficult.
She's been making it easy up till now?
Yeah, I mean, what's the most a genetic mutation could cause? Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Come on, game.
This will be a lot easier if you pulled over.
I can't hear you!
Switch clear, we can't break her window out. I guess we can't. Okay, let's try to attach the thingy.
Well, here goes nothing, Doc. Whoa!
Perfect! Now, aim the flux sync towards the receiving dish on my DeLorean.
Okay, why not?
Receiving dish, check!
There we go. Arcade sequence.
We're almost home, Marty. Just one flux sync left.
Get off my car, you hooligan!
It's a little more accessible. Try talking to Edna. Okay.
It's locked!
Just slide on her out here.
Edna!
What?
Let me in!
Okay, Seabed, this is a great question. This whole time I've had no idea what they're even trying to accomplish beside ending one woman's prohibition crusade. I'm not sure I know either.
Marty, are you all right?
They were just trying to stop the Hill Valley arsonist.
What?
Pull over!
No!
Smack her with a windshield wiper.
Not sure what that'll do.
No, it's not the solution. Oh, the gull-wing door, eh?
Excellent, Marty. Now that you're on top of the DeLorean,
Is this the battle puzzle? Have we done it?
Great, Doc!
for the receiving dish.
I like that's upside down. That's fun. Oh, we're getting ready to flux her capacitors.
Get out of there, Marty!
It's a good thing any radiation that was coming out of Mystery Fusion immediately dissipated as soon as the lid was closed.
Phew.
Now we take control of Edmund's DeLorean with the flux synchronizers. That's strange.
Yeah, music.
What?
It spackles over so many
The
cracks.
temporal cohesion of Edmund's DeLorean is decaying at an alarming rate.
English, Doc.
We've got to get Edna home now.
I will say the DeLorean animations look great. I feel like any of the scenes with the DeLorean flying around is just wonderful. Oh no, Edna's dead. No airbags in a DeLorean. She's super dead. 88 miles per hour into a brick wall. Nope, just stunned.
Parker? Then I must be back in... Would you be kind enough to tell me what day it is?
It's the day I place you under arrest for arson, resisting arrest, and being a general all-round pain in the ass.
Yeah.
No! You can't arrest me. Not now. I just got back from the last century.
Would you look at that? Edna Strickland, drunk as a skunk.
I'm not drunk, you reprobate. I'm a time traveler.
Sure you are. Oh, I'm loving this.
I'll prove it to you. Come with me. We can do the whole day over if you want. We can fix everything.
We can start by drying you out. Come on, into the station with you.
You can bunk with me, doll.
I'd rather die. Stop it!
Wow.
Unhand me, you dolt!
Well,
You know about
I guess
big
that's
dolt
it for Edna.
energy.
Yes, I suppose it is. You know, whoever said time heals all wounds didn't know squat about time travel.
What do we do about that, DeLorean?
No need to do a thing. Ever since we synced up the time circuits, the temporal breakdown in Edna's DeLorean has accelerated at an exponential rate. By my calculations, the timeline should catch up with it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now!
Nice.
What
It
the
quantum
hell?
leaped out.
Hey, Parker, you're not gonna believe this.
See? What did I say? Ready to go home?
Wait, Doc. The timeline's not fixed yet. Look.
Sonny, you missed all the fireworks at the expo.
Yeah, so I heard. Listen, I heard a rumor about you two.
I guess we gotta come clean. Ta-da! Hottie took me to Reno last night.
Try to keep a secret in Hill Valley.
Well, you gonna congratulate us or what?
And it's true. My grandpa's married the wrong grandma. I'm done for.
Hey, you feeling all right, kid? You don't look so hot.
This just isn't right.
Now, I know marrying a Canadian for a work permit isn't strictly by the book, but hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love.
Isn't he just the sweetest?
Trixie, you can't marry Artie.
Is this about my past with Kid? 'Cause Artie ain't holding that against me.
That's right,
That's right.
darling.
Marty gets
The
life
past is the
from
past.
destroying love.
Yeah, but... Can you see through me?
Nope, never could figure you out. I thought you'd be thrilled for us.
You don't understand. You're supposed to marry Sylvia Miskin.
But I did marry Sylvia Miskin.
What?
You didn't think my real name was Trixie Trotter, did ya?
Don't feel too bad. It was kind of a surprise to me, too.
Wait a minute. You're Grandma Sylvie?
Grandma? Hey, how old do you think I am, kiddo?
But you're so skinny and blonde and... Huh.
Yeah, it's amazing what
Oh my God.
she'll do for
I've
ya.
seen you naked. You're Sylvia?
You okay, pal?
Yeah, I'm fine. Great. You kids go off and have yourself a wonderful honeymoon. And don't worry about your dad, Artie.
Did
I'm sure he'll
Marty
come
see
around.
her naked?
Come around to what?
I guess there was that photo with the moose, but
to approving your marriage.
mostly
You
covered.
seemed kind of mad about it back at the high school.
Well, that was before I got a look at her. Besides, as my dear old father Seamus used to say, no sense in getting riled up over something I can't do nothing about. And honestly, now that I met her, I can't imagine a better daughter-in-law than the charming Miss Sylvia here.
Aw, thank you, Dad.
As for you, stranger,
Quite a kiss.
I'll thank you to not go poking your nose in McFly family business.
It's been a pleasure, Agent Crockett.
See you in the funny paper, Sonny.
I love Trixie. Trixie's
Bye, Grandma.
fantastic.
You know, I took some pictures of Trixie in 1931.
Hey, that's my grandma you're talking about.
And freeze. Oh my gosh. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Howdy, 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 howdy. It's me, Decaf Jedi. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Cerebral Arcade, Stacy, for the raid. Let me give a shout out here. Everyone, if you aren't already, be sure to go follow Cerebral Arcade. Absolutely one of my favorite streamers. Terrific streamer. Always a joy to drop in. Also a game dev that brings some really fascinating analysis when it comes to breaking down design choices and all that sort of good stuff. You won't regret it. Be sure to follow Cerebral Arcade. Playing some Outer Wilds. You know, that's a game that I'd heard a ton about and really hadn't seen much of it or had a good grasp of what it was until I started dropping in on your stream, Cerebral Arcade. So, yeah, glad to see you've been playing that. Great to see you, Raiders. If you've never been here before, I'm Jess, Decaf Jedi. I like to stream retro adventure games. Tonight, we have just hit the end. Hey, Professor Claire, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate the follow. We're playing Telltale games Back to the Future. We're in the final episode, and honestly, I think we just completed the final puzzle. So you're here, I think, literally for the final cutscene. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I understand if you need to leave. But otherwise, we've got a few minutes of this, and then I might raid us on to another destination. But thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you again for the follow, Professor Claire. Let's get back to the action. How was your stream tonight, Cerebral Arcade? You guys have fun? Hey, thank you on that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
1986.
May 14th?
15th. Best to build in a little lag time. Gives you a chance to catch up.
Looks like the estate sale is still going on. Hey, don't you want to stay, Doc? You got to stop the bank from selling off all your old stuff.
What are you talking about? Estate sale? Bank? I'm not dead, Marty. Clara and I are having a little garage sale, that's all.
Garage sale? You mean...
Marty, you're back from your trip. Hello, Doc. Selling off the family treasures, eh?
Not quite, but I hope you find something you like.
Speaking of which,
The new and
did you
improved
find
version of
what
our
you
father.
were looking for?
Yeah, I sure did.
Great. Hey, is that a box of Asimov?
Let me get this straight. Are you telling me you live here now? In 1986?
Well, naturally. Claire and I maintain a part-time residence here. Wasn't that the case when you left?
No.
Uh-oh, we've messed up the timeline
I
again.
can't imagine not sticking around. After all, I've got my late father's foundation to supervise. If I wasn't here, who'd present the annual
call
Earnhardt
Asimov.
Scholarship for Young Scientists?
The Dale Earnhardt
Something
Scholarship for Scientists.
I'll explain it to you later.
I don't see what's so funny about looking after a family legacy. Oh, almost forgot. I've got something for you.
So again, he has erased his loved ones from history and overwritten them with a new version of themselves. So once again, Marty has destroyed untold lives in his bumbling through time only to come back here now, even with the version of his mentor Doc, who's not the Doc he left behind. Yeah. Marty may be history's greatest killer.
Graduation? But that's not for another... The McFlys of Hill Valley.
An exhaustively detailed history of your family, from your great-great-grandfather Seamus to the present.
You traveled through time to write this?
Well, most of the research was done traditionally, but your grandma Sylvia proved to be something of a mystery.
Which is why you traveled back to 1931.
That's exactly right, Wombat.
Exactly. Who knew she was singing in a speakeasy under a stage name?
Time atrocities.
This is great, Doc. Thanks.
It's the least I can do for the man who saved me from making the worst mistake of my life.
I love Doc's shirt and tie here.
Edna?
Heine.
What's going on? What are you doing with my dog?
The same thing I do every afternoon, silly man.
Try to take over the world?
Giving him such much needed exercise.
Yeah, Doc's outfit is
Isn't that
fabulous.
right, Einstein?
I would wear that tomorrow.
Dollface, it's past time for our 3:30.
Coming, sweetie. Oh, Mr. McFly, have you seen my stepson anywhere?
Oh, Biff, I think you're late for an appointment.
Oh, gosh.
So again, I am engaged in unintentional Biff cosplay tonight. I can't stress strongly enough that I did not intend to accidentally dress like Biff, but nevertheless did manage to dress like Biff. So here we are with unintentional Biff cosplay. Oh man. Your friend Carl is up to Back to the Future and has played every Telltale game and talk about it streams. Content programmer, lead programmer on The Walking Dead. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so this is now a cosplay stream.
You're right, Mr. McFly. Hi, Marty.
Don't they make a great little family? You'd never know they met in prison.
Wow, Biff married Edna.
Don't say anything. Let's just walk quietly into the lab and hope there are no more surprises.
Who knows how many people are erased from history. Gosh, how weird would it be? You know, Marty, we always see Marty discover the differences in the timeline, like immediately upon her arrival. Like he gets there, it's like, oh no, there's a big casino that Biff owns now. And it's like, right away, he is faced with the consequences of his actions. But the reality is, it would probably be years down the line that you're still discovering weird little differences. Like, you know, he changes his entire family after the events of Back to the Future 1. Erases his old mom and his old dad and his old siblings. Their lives no longer existed. A new and improved version of them now exists that goes from being working class to upper middle class. The only thing that a kid from the 80s could ever dream of. And it makes me wonder, like, you know, how many years down the road is it Marty's like, hey, remember that time we went to Disneyland when I was 12? And the whole family's just like, we never went to Disneyland. We went to Knott's Berry Farm. And you're just continuing to discover all of these sorts of things that didn't quite play out. I mean, it would be really deeply upsetting. That's right. His whole family was uncool and poor and didn't have an awesome truck and got what they deserved. Yeah, eventually I think your brain would just adjust to the new timeline. You wouldn't know what was real.
Doc!
Marty, what are you doing here?
You gotta come with me. Back to the future.
Marty, you can't be here. If your younger self sees you, the consequences could be catastrophic.
My younger self? Oh, right. Bring him along too. This concerns all of us.
What do you mean? Does something happen to us?
Do we turn into assholes or something?
Nah, we're fine. But our great-great-grandkids?
What the hell?
Great Scott.
This is great.
Doc, you gotta come back with me. Back to Don't listen to him, Doc. It's me you gotta help. If you want to save Jennifer and our 12 kids. What? That timeline was overwritten 5 jumps back.
Doc,
Jennifer's
how can there be 2 more of me here?
I have no idea. My all rights of space-time continuum should be tearing apart like a cheap dish rack right now.
It already is. What my evil twin and I are trying to say is the future is totally jacked up, and you gotta come with me to save it. No, me.
This is perfect.
So, we meet at last. You've altered my timeline once too often.
What's going on, Doc?
Well, we do seem to have a conundrum on our hands. Or three.
Yeah, Doc, but which one is the real me?
Isn't it obvious, Marty?
All of them.
Come on.
Kill them all.
Prepare to be erased. Doc, wait! What about the space-time continuum? Yeah, what about my future? And mine?
The future can wait. We've got a present to catch up with.
Yeah, just run them all over in the DeLorean. Good plan.
Where to, Doc?
Mr. McFly, thrill me.
They're just gonna leave all these alternate Martys there in the future on the verge of, like, a fist fight. Yeah! It was some Huey Lewis and a DMCA takedown notice. That's what I'm looking for here. Got right under the fire. That's stupid.
Tell me, doctor, where are we going this time?
I ain't afraid of no path. This song rules. It's worth getting the DMCA takedown notice. We did it. We fished Back to the Future, gang. Can you believe it? See, hey, Clark. Great to see you. Welcome in. Oh, this is satisfying. You know, I got a little... I thought this last episode maybe padded out a little bit, but I know that's part of the ebb and flow of episodic gaming like this. Nevertheless, this was so much fun. It has so much Back to the Future charm. It uses the IP beautifully. Like, you know, not every IP is a perfect fit. And I feel like this one really hit the sweet spot where the IP was good enough that it smoothed over any of the places where maybe budgetary issues and, you know, storage-related issues and everything else maybe got in the way a little bit. Hey, Chief-Buck, you're here right in time. I had a lot of fun with this one. This was a blast. And, of course, we're diving back into more licensed gaming on Retro Adventure Wednesday this week. Let me switch over. There we go. There's our Bing Cam. On Wednesday night, I'm going to be streaming Star Trek 25th Anniversary, the Interplay point-and-click adventure game. It's what I've never played before. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope y'all can be there. But in the meantime, I probably should call it a night. It's getting late here, and even though we're on a snow schedule tomorrow morning, I probably have to get up anyway. So it's sleepy time for me. But before we go, we should definitely get a raid going here. Let's maybe raid over to Cobra Commanda. She's always a favorite. She is playing Simon the Sorcerer tonight, a classic point-and-click adventure game that I've never played before. Hey, Wombat Phoenix, it was great to have you. It was great to have everybody here. Thanks again for the raid, Cerebral Arcade. Thank you all for the follows dropping in. Let's head over and say hey to Cobra Commanda. Let her know Decaf Jedi sent you. In the meantime, everyone, take care. Have a great week, and I hope to see you again very soon.